It's the relative epicness of it. Yep. All pick, yeah, unrank, yeah, understandable. Because if you say non-pub, I'm gonna think of the lobby or tournaments. So we're going to go for the analysis of this guy. What should I say in here? What's the Legend 3? Right. Legend 3 Pudge. No, who you haven't added me yet. Why would I add you, sir? I don't see anything or any reason why should I add you. If I'm not mistaken, we only know each other for like 20 hours. Because that's the time that you followed me, like 20 hours ago. So, again, I don't add random people. To help me, I can help you even without adding you. If you want the replay analysis, you should join in our Discord. And make a request for it. So yeah, I'm going to focus here on this request first, King Player. What's your comment about this game? I would like to know how to improve my early and mid game with a focus on winning the lane and early rotations. So if you want to focus on winning the lane, start thinking about the heroes that you have. Like the heroes that you have is Necrophos and then Pudge, which to me, if you're going to play against PA and then Ogre, they can easily win the lane in the first 3 minutes. Necrophos level 1, very weak. Same thing with Pudge level 1, and you have Hook or Hook and then Boots only level 1. So the Boots will not really help a lot in the lane. There's a lot of reason why. Like Ogre is gonna bully you, even it's 2 versus 1. I don't think you can handle this guy. And PA can always jump in and help the Ogre, if ever. So I don't think that going for Boots is really a wise decision in here. Maybe go for sustain like Tango, Salve, Fairy Fire even. Or even go for the Ring of Protection so you could get like armor. The only magical spells that they have is only Ignite, and then everything will be physical and right clicks from the enemy. So, if you want to win the lane, think about your laning partner and the possible heroes, which to me it's going to be Ogre and then PA. So, itemization is bad. Maybe Hook in here, so you can trap the PA. It's actually nice that the PA didn't level any spells in here, because if he got trapped in there, he can just blink out or Phantom Strike out. So the enemy knows that you have Meat Hook now. Okay? Meat Hook level 1. They know it. And even though you already have like 2 clarities, you already use 1, you are still buying another clarity. So that means you're just going to play in the trees in here, because you don't want your clarities to be cancelled and then you want your hook to land. And this is the problem that I'm talking about. They are going to bully your Necrophos relatively easy. And PA, what the fuck is this? Dead? Nice, bud. Sick hooks. I'm waiting for it too, because you're just in the trees. And look at your courier. You're not buying any consumables. Like Tango. Look at this guy. Like 2 tangos only. And it's very low. Get some sustain, man. This is griefing for me. Sunstrike dead. Easy. So Necrophos died, and just like that, you cannot lane in here. You really need sustain. Sustain, sustain, sustain. Sustain will fucking win the lane. This is position 4 Pudge, if I'm not mistaken. Soft support. Look at you, full HP, and you're still trying to fish people in here. So you hook in here, you miss, they know your position. Even if you manage to hook the ogre, it's not gonna change a lot because ogre is tanky. You should try to hook the PA. Hook the PA. Okay, you managed to kill. But how to sustain yourself? And you're going to the same exact locations. Still right here in the right side. You hook in there, right? And then they saw you go here to here. So maybe try to go in here. They know that you're there. And you don't have any consumables. Holy shit, bro. You offer nothing aside from hooks. So if fight broke up right now, this is the only thing that you can do. Bail out the necrophos. But you cannot try to contest their farm. No salve or any other ways to help Necro. Yeah, I agree. I think the Necro is the support and this guy is the core because he's not going for consumables. And then Necrophos is kind of healing him with the death pulse. And possibly you're dead. Oh, magic stick? What? Magic stick. I mean, look how many spells you have or items or buttons to press. Hook, rot, and magic stick. Only 3 items. 3 items or 3 things basically. Rot, hook maybe. Maybe on the ogre. It's not gonna. It's really easy to dodge the hook if you have vision on the enemy. If you're gonna hook from there and here again, it's gonna miss for sure. Unless the enemy is stunned or disabled, rooted, you know? They cannot dodge it for sure. One sidestep is enough to waste your mana. Good thing though, you have the tranquil boots now, which is nice because you can always sustain yourself in the lane. You just need to wait for it. Well, this PA is kind of hook magnet. I think you will win the lane now because they really messed up, especially the ogres. Legend really rushed tranquils? I don't know, maybe. Nice hook, bro. That's a really nice hook right there. But the Necrophos is really bad because he didn't use the Q quickly. Maybe he's not even expecting that the hook will hit right there. But going for PA is really hard unless the PA used the Phantom Strike or you have immediate stun. Holy shit, bro. How did it happen? The hooks are really nice. Or it's actually luck in there. It's not skill. Because you're trying to hook the ogre and then you manage to get the PA instead. Which is nice. That's really fucking nice, bro. An intentional hook. Is Tranquil really the way to go in this game? If it's me, I will not go for the Rush Tranquils because I could go for something like Urn of Shadows, in which it could help you sustain and then damage the enemy as well, and that provides like mana regen. But going for Tranquils is still a good idea because you can just right click down the enemy or even use the rot in there, and once the Tranquil is activated, you're just gonna heal yourself. And you have the Arcane Aura for the mana, so it's not gonna be a problem. Go for PA, yeah, just like this. Just like this, yep, one more. While you're pinging the Reaper side, still level 4. Turn around, magic 1. PA is dead. I actually get the raindrops right there. Double Ring of Protection for armor, right? But don't you think it's kind of late for you to go for armor now because it's already 6 minutes. This is really good for starting item. You keep hooking on the guy, which is nice. Did you actually win this lane? Because to me, you should not win this lane. To me, huh? Yeah, you managed to win the game. Or the lane in here. Because the PA keeps getting hooked. Every time. Hook magnet right there. Maybe that tilts him as well. So what's your next move in here? Getting level 5. I think you should wait for the level 6 on this Necropose. Yeah. Level 5 Necro. Good harassment. Who's that? Level 6 on Necro. Please don't use it. Shit.
Tanggalin mo ng bentos mamaya ah.
Ayun na, ilipat mo dun, oh. I don't know what's wrong with this PA. She can just farm with dagger. Another thing is that look at here. They actually have vision. So they actually saw you in there. But for some reason this guy loves your hook. Drinking coffee? That explains it then. But look at the state of your enemy, man. Like, they have full vision in the lane and then they still manage to catch your hooks. Like, if it's me, if I have vision on you, I will never get your hook. Because I will be able to dodge it. Hello, man. Thanks for the follow. You're really lucky in this game, I could say. And another thing that I want to point out in here is that the Necrophos usage. I mean, this is not really a matter to you, but maybe tell your team next time that don't use the ulti on the fucking ogre, because this is only post 5. Look at the cooldown of this. 2 minutes. Only 2 minutes and it will only add like 15 seconds to the respawn time. So it's not really worth it. I mean, he is still bad in there. Can I submit a replay for analysis? Yes, you can. But I cannot guarantee if I can analyze your replay because of the long queue. But yeah, if we have time, I'll analyze yours. Just go to the Discord server and then we can do it. Yep. I already have like 5 replays. So maybe if someone will go out, you can take their slot. Puck is dead. I think this is the time that the sniper went in there. Yeah, PA is gonna die again because she blinked in. PA is really aggressive. And kind of unlucky. So yeah, this is where we stop, right? Let's go here. So what's your move in here? Okay. Walk, keep walking. Where to? I mean, bottom is already done. Bottom is already doing great. So maybe try to go to the mid or to the top lane. Because bottom is already over. Trust me. This is already a win lane. You don't need to be there. Or maybe you don't recognize that this is already over. This is bottom lane. Look at here. The PA, although this is a bug, the PA is actually just jungling. And then they are going back to the lane because they TP'd earlier and then died, right? And this fucking hook will give the enemy an idea that this is warded. Maybe don't try to give them as much info as you can. Like, what's the guarantee that the enemy will not buy sentry and then destroy that observer right there? Even if you manage to hook the ogre since you're here, and then the Necrophos is here, getting the tower, I don't think the Necrophos will be able to help you in there. Not until you get like dismember, because you can hook, dismember the guy, and then possibly it gives enough time for the Necrophos to come in there. And I don't understand why you're going deep in here. Like, you scouted the ogre, right? You can try to scout with scan, like right here. Just walk in there after destroying the observer. You can try to scout it in there. Say it here one more time. I was planning to hunt the PA. This is a weird looking PA then. Yeah, so here, look at you saw the ogre go in here. You're going to destroy the tower. He even used this spell. So I don't know why you're not trying to kill this guy. This is a free kill. Free kill.
Has fallen. Your edge needs sharpening.
I mean, if I'm the PA as well, since you just hook in here, possibly the ogre was gonna tell his team that Pudge is in here and this is warded. So that gives enough time for the PA to actually react. Ogre PA come clash. Surprisingly, you managed to win the lane. This is mainly because of the PA being so bad when it comes to positioning. She never tried to anticipate your hooks. Nice hook. Maybe you can push in here. If you want to scout if this is warded as well, first thing that you can do in here is that try to go in here, like stand in here. Because if they have vision in here, you are still within the tower's range, so the tower will possibly attack you in here. And if the tower attacks you, that gives the vision. You can just plant your sentry in here. So don't try to plant the sentry randomly. And another thing is that if it's really warded, the invoker should dodge your hook in there, right? So please don't waste 50 golds. It's really crucial later on, because that 50 gold could be halfway to your TP. You can go for clarity now, because if you hook, you can only use like the magic wand. He already saw you in here. You're standing. It's morning. What the fuck? Hook maybe? Nah. He is already aware of your position. Fuck is dead. Go to the invoker. Dismember the guy. That's the invoker. Nice targeting. I liked it. I like the targeting right here. You didn't go for ogre. You didn't go for the darkster. You immediately went to their mid. It's really nice. But I wonder why you're maxing the rot instead of the mid hook. I mean, if you go for mid hook, you will have lower cooldown and more damage, but still same cast rate. Rot doesn't have cooldown, only slow and then damage. That will scale. So maybe try to level up the mid hook instead. Rot, hook, it will be dodge. What the fuck? Fuck is gonna die. Face shift maybe. Okay. Darkseer, vacuum wall. Nothing impressive. Hope someone? Not the ogre, please. Go for the invoker. Keep going. The jug is in there. All you got? Only ogre? And why you're even smoking in there? It will be broken. Yep. Broken. Maybe someone is hiding in there. Yep. Hook. Ah, it seems warded to me. Is it actually warded? Like the way he. Nah, it's not really warded. So what the fuck is wrong with these guys? Look at him, look at him. He actually saw you in there, right? You have so much time to react. Invoker just bad. That's for sure. It's not warded, he just scouted you, but he didn't even try to dodge your hook, even though he have ample time to do it. So rolling around, okay. It's warded now, I think. Yeah, centured. Nice. Do you really need to dismember in there? You think? I think it's not it. It's not needed. Look at his health. I mean, sure, he can stun you, but look at this guy. This is a bit overkill for me, I think. And the stun duration is not the greatest, like 1.5. It will only be like 3 seconds if that would be the multicast. But the point is, overkill, wasted cooldown. It's 30 seconds. And you're reserving your mana as well. Even though you have CM and everything. So here, look at here. You don't have Dismember, right? You don't have Dismember. Imagine if you dismembered first. In there. Maybe the Invoker will die in the Reaper side at that point. So, yeah. It's an overkill. Unnecessary. Maybe you can hook someone? Yep. Hook the puck. Nah, it's gonna miss. So what's your next item in here? You're not doing anything. Now you cannot go. There's 3 out of place. Do you check your position? Like the... Look at the positioning of your team. Right here. I don't know if you're watching or not. But clearly you're not checking the team's position. And then you're die. So what's your item in this game? Milo, you're awake? Why are you map hack? No, it's not. It's called Vision. Blade Mail? What's the point of Blade Mail in here? I mean, sure, it's good against PA. Because if she goes for the Phantom Strike, you can just pop your Blade Mail and possibly could kill her. And also there is Iron Shell, uncontrollable damage. Invoker's Chaos Meteor, uncontrollable damage. Blade Mail. But when it comes to the Ogre though, like uncontrollable damage is only Ignite and then multicast of the Fire Blast. But overall, I don't think Blade Mail is really nice in this game. I wanted to front somehow. Well, if you want to go in the front, maybe get an actual tanky item. Something like Hood of Defiance or Vanguard. But to me, I will go for Hood of Defiance in this game. Or even BKB after. Because Blade Mail is not really gonna make you tanky. Blade Mail is just gonna give you armor. And if it's active, the enemy will just wait for it, you know? Because of the damage return on the Blade Mail. And look, I actually like what you tried to do in there earlier. Let me just point it out here. Here, when it comes to your vision game. So, you know that there's sentry on the hill by the enemy. You did not attack it. And you place an observer. So this thing will make the enemy think that it's not warded anymore. But for some reason, I think the Ogre destroyed it. How did he do it? He planted another observer. So, you must know that this guy planted observer. Because you have vision, but for some reason, your camera is on the PA. Even though you don't have a clear way of... Look at you. You're issuing a command, and then look at the Ogre destroying your observer. You did not even look into the Ogres. He destroyed it. So you don't know if he used Courier to scout the hill or the high ground, but it's actually observer. So possibly they scouted you in there. Yeah, they scouted you right there because of the observer. I will not be surprised if you will die in here if you stayed longer. Alright, good thing you went out. So what's the next thing that you are doing in here? I don't know, this game is kind of boring. There's no more actions. Like, do you know why it's not Do you have any idea like why there's no action in this game at this point of the game?
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
It's fine.
Much like
Do you know why there's no actions in here?
Dyer's
It's because you guys are playing 3 lanes at once. We didn't smoke. I mean, smoke is not actually needed in there. Let me just put it back in here. So look at here. Look at the position of the map. Your team playing here, Jug playing here bottom. CM kind of can connect to bottom if ever, but you guys are here top. Aside from having no vision, you guys are playing 3 lanes at once, which is something that you should avoid. Because if you guys are playing 3 lanes at once, the enemy will actually play 3 lanes as well. Or maybe they could gank you, like in one of the lanes. So if you want to pressure the enemy, maybe instead of trying to farm in here, like really safely from the jog, maybe try to farm in their camps. So let's say there are 4 heroes in here on the Dire side, and Necrophos is playing bottom, or let's say mid, playing mid. Since you are accessing or you are farming aggressively in here, the enemy will be forced to play in this side of the map, this area. They'll be contained. So if they're contained, they cannot really push into this one because you can easily TP and then engage them, right? So this is the point of playing 2 lanes only, because it's so much easier for you guys to gain map control with that in mind. Like 4 heroes in here farming, and then farming the lanes on mid, farming the lanes on top, and that will apply the pressure on the enemy. So they either force a fight in here, like playing from behind, or they will just evade the fight and then keep farming. So they will be forced to play here because you guys are occupying this area. So they cannot easily go right here because of the danger, no vision, and they don't have any towers to for them to TP if ever a fight broke up. So this is actually one of the reasons why there's no action in this fucking game, because you guys are not trying to invade their jungle, right? Because if you invade their jungle in here, the enemy will be forced to react to it. Either they will try to retrieve it, or they will just ignore it and then play on the other side of the map, by which you are going to still play or control 2/3 of the map. So that's actually the pressure. This is one of the things that you could learn if you're playing aggressively or you're playing with advantage. But if you're gonna play like this, look at the positioning of the map. Now, this is actually better, because you are pressuring their tower. If they will not defend us, you will take the outpost. This is really good pressure. And another one is here, the sniper playing the mid lane. This is really better because you are controlling 2/3 of the map with objectives. So look at your enemies. Enemies are clumped up in here, right? They are just in here. So limited resources for them. And for sure, these 5 heroes will contest to each other's farm. And look about the result in here. You're basically out farming them. So here, Puck TP'd, and you're still controlling 2/3 of the map. They're going on the jog. Instead of hooking the jog, you didn't. You tried to even hook the other guy. I think it's actually in range. Look here. You can save the guy, but you didn't. You want the ogre instead. So, since they managed to kill your jog, the map will be resetted. So, did they have the confidence to go? Okay, Jug is dead, CM is dead, let's fucking go. managed to kill Darkseer, but the enemy is not done yet. They know that it's going to be 4 versus 5, so why bother? Right? There's one way of losing the game. Yeah, Tranquils is not really high priority item now. It's actually better for you to get like Tango, Salve, because you can help your partner as well. Tranquils is really selfish item. So yeah, you just lost, you just got team wiped from there. And this completely resets the map. Gold changed as well. Let's see what will happen next. So you TP'd bottom with the CM, but the Jug TP'd to top. So if the enemy stayed in here and decided to push the bottom tier 1, they can actually take it. Because you guys don't have the Juggernaut and the Sniper. But for some reason, the enemy went back to their own jungle. So this is how bad the map movement of the game for both teams in particular. They don't know how to apply pressure on the map. After winning a fight, or after losing a fight, they just go back to the lane.
The red mist spreads and Radiant's
They don't even assess if they're playing from behind.
much like cordwood before Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Tower is under attack. Tower is under attack.
Nah, it's not gonna be. It's not gonna happen.
Dire's top
What is this?
tower is under
Robe of the
attack.
Magi.
Radiant's bottom tower is under
Wrong
attack.
recipe?
Tower is under attack.
I mean, maybe you're thinking about the outdated blade mill,
Bottom tower has been middle tower.
and you decided to TP in here. Look at the TP of your team. Jag TP to mid, CM and Sniper is the only one that has TP. If this guy has teammates, you're basically dead. Like this. That's the feed right there, bro. Look at the TP. You can just use the alt key to see if someone has TP. It's fucking lazy. You're dying because of your laziness and aggressiveness. Map movement really sucks. And since it's 4 versus 5, why not engage? Why not invade the triangle, right? So they're kind of winning the team fight because they know that they can do it. You guys are outnumbered.
Dire's middle tower is under
So
attack.
yep. The blade mill didn't really help you in there. You're going for Vanguard, yeah? But the magic damage is still in there. Only PA has the physical damage. But if the PA will do like really high critical damage, I don't think the the Vanguard can help you in there. Because the critical damage will be over the damage block of the Vanguard. It will only block like 60 damage in there. But that's it. No vision in mid, engaging.
Dire's middle tower has
That's it here. What happening? TP. Bitten. Dismembered. Yeah, Jug is gonna die.
is under
The enemy is actually doing really well,
It would
but they still lose the game, right?
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Maybe they will throw in here in the high ground. This is one of the things that they don't understand about Pudge. If you're going to go high ground against Pudge, you need to put some vision. Because if you don't have any vision, you can be hooked and then repositioned. And you could lose. Like this. They totally underestimated the fact of the mid hook. Since you managed to hook the Invoker, the PA went in, and Puck died, and Invoker as well. Just with Pudge hook. Then Roshan, yeah, why not? Cores are dead, why not? But Jug decided to TP bottom. Yeah, you should go for Roshan. That's a really good call. But Vanguard is not really nice. Hindi ka makatulog, love, maggatos ka. Kung ako sa'yo. Kasi wala naman ang magagawa dyan, hindi ka makatulog eh. Blind hook. Wait, why the enemy is trying to fight you guys? You have ages. Oh. So the puck is actually committing the same mistakes like you did in this game. Like, it's really aggressive. So you should take the mid with a healing ward and even the outpost. Or just go high ground at this point. Let's go high ground. Maybe get TP and then dusts. Just for detection against Invoker. Look at the siege high ground. What happened? Lotus Orb. The crypts are being cut by the invokers of Forge Spirits. Sniper. Jug is back. He needs like... Okay, let's go. Nice hook. You didn't even listen to the sound of the Necropho's ulti, so... You don't need to type, just use your mic. I think you have a microphone. Just use mic. Blade mill? That's the use of the blade mill, right? That's it. But it deals no damage in there. Dismember the guy who uses BKB. So they have 2 buybacks now. Okay. Hooking an ogre. Okay. Blade mill again. The blade mill is not really doing any damage, Jim. Dismember the guy. Not. You should try to go an invoker because invoker bought back earlier. Now you're dead. So the high ground siege is bad for both teams. What can we learn from here? For sure, we need to learn about the positioning and itemization. Actually, is really something that you must learn. Itemization, like blade mill, not useful. Vanguard, not actually useful because they deal like physical, and I mean the only one that will deal physical damage is only the PA, but all of them is kind of magical, so this is not useful. So 2 items are not useful right now. Urn of Shadows is kind of okay item. But I think it's actually better if you have something to set up for your hook. Maybe you can go for Red of Aethys, or maybe just Blink Dagger. Blink Dagger and the Shard of Pudge is actually broken, or really good. Because it's kind of a fountain with like 10 seconds cooldown, so maybe try the Pudge with Aghanim Swords. You can even go for cast range as well with the Azure Lance after going for Blink Dagger. Good evening, Dane. Flash Heap. The magic resistance is only 18% on this one. So reset the map, farm. When are you going to engage? I mean, are you guys waiting for the buyback of the Invoker and then Ogre? Yeah, you should go for Smoke right now. You should go right now since they don't have buyback yet. Imagine if you have Blink Dagger right here. You can just blink in and then hook or dismember. The Ogre can actually do some cooking first because he's dead for like 100 seconds. I remember the time when the Necropho's Aghanims will not allow you to buy back. You can cook instant noodles real quick in there if you're dead for like 2 or 3 minutes. I think the game's over at this point, Jim. Because you managed to smoke, you managed to get the right target, which is the Invoker. And the Invoker and then Ogre. So, do you have any questions to me though? Just want to know, because the game is over at this point. Questions though. I mean, I feel like we have nothing else to learn from there. I mean, yeah, instant noodles, it will only take like 1 minute to cook. 1 to 3 minutes. Any questions about the game? Because if none, we can just summarize the game. Itemization, yes. If you're going to talk about itemization, you need to think about your enemies lineup and also the your teammates as well. So look at the problem of your team. What's the problem of your team in here? It's actually initiation, right? Because if Jug will initiate, he will be afraid to go in. He might be changed stunned to death. Same thing for Sniper. Same thing for Necrophos. And of course for the CM. It's actually you that can go for the initiations. So you have Meat Hook for Pudge. You can start the initiation with a Meat Hook. Or you can go for this item. Where is it? This item. Rod of Aethys, which is actually cheap because you can have like stats as well in there. And 80 seconds cooldown as well. So looking into the enemy, they have like Dark Seer, Surge, really high max movement speed. So if the Dark Seer is rooted, she will not be able to escape. You can follow up with Myth Hook as well after that. Same thing for PA. If the PA is rooted, he cannot blink out. Who else? The Puck as well. He will not be able to escape. But I think he can go for. Well, let me see it here.
Time for target practice. What is this? A game of some sort?
Where is it? It doesn't show in here. It's kind of counter to the Puck as well, but it's not really that real counter to the Puck, like with the roots thing. I totally forgot which one will be prevented. Is it the jaunt, like the jaunt out in there,
Absolutely.
or the phase shift if you're rooted? So maybe we can get like hero. Let's go for Trent because we have Mule in here.
Very well.
Level up. Level up. So you can phase shift while rooted.
My move.
So here, you cannot jaunt while rooted, which is kind of counter to the Puck. But then again, if this guy is rooted and then you want to go for hook, he can just go for phase shift. So it's not the greatest against Puck. But I think with the other heroes in there, like the Darkseer, PA, Invoker, and then Ogre, Rod of Aethys is really good,
Interesting.
right? And it will provide you stats as well. You can be more tanky with it, and it will give you more mana. So aside from that, Blink Dagger, that is a really nice item for Pudge to have. Blink and then hook, or blink into Dismember, or you can blink and then hook to save your teammates. So yeah, a Vanguard as well, Net Knight. Maybe you can go for Hood or even Force Staff, because the enemy has a really limited source of stun. Is Pudge coming back to meta? I don't know. Maybe the players are kind of bored with the meta because it's been quite some time since we have like update. So itemization and then positioning, like the map movement thing. Jim, I think I explained earlier. I cannot explain it again in here because we don't have the minimap. But the thing is, you need to play like 2/3 of the map, for the most part. 2/3. You cannot play 3 lanes at once. It's fine if you have something like Nature's Prophet, IO, Tinker, heroes that, or even Spectre, heroes that can immediately go to one place. Even Spirit Breaker. Life Stealer, they can play 3 lanes, but it's not really that good idea to play 3 lanes because you're giving the enemy a chance to strike, especially if you guys are showing in the map. Love, why you're mad? If you want to pressure, yeah, 2 thirds and then invade their jungle. I think you saw me draw some lines, right? How they stick together. Like when you're playing bottom, they all in there, and then the resources is really limited. We need more rewards. Can't do anything with channel points. Soon, brother, soon. So I guess that settles it. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to put a check mark on your request, and please give me a feedback if the analysis is helpful or not. And don't forget the laning stage, okay? Itemization. You really need to think about the heroes that is going to be there. So if it's a PA, if it's PA, what's good against PA? Armor, magic stick. That's a must against PA. If you're going against a Bat Rider, magic stick, and then some sort of sustain as well. If you're going against Jog, maybe Fairy Fire. It's really case to case basis.